Hi guys, this is Sadek from Dotman.com, and in this video we'll show you how to enable the expressive design which is part of Android 16 but is currently hidden. So I'll first show you how to turn on that feature in Android 16, and likewise using a workaround you might be able to turn on that design in Android 15 as well, but I am not quite sure because I don't have an Android 15 phone as of now. So although it's this live feature is only on Android 16 but it's currently concealed and not turned on. So in this video I'll show you how to turn on this feature, this new UI element in Android 16, and likewise you may also try it on Android 15. At the very max it will just show an error message and it will not lead to any issue whatsoever. So you are free to try on Android 15 as well, but it will surely work on Android 16. So with that said, what are we going to do here? So our main course of action is to go to this file, the COM Android settings library file, and change the value of its expressive design enabled to true. And for that we could either use the Termux app, using which we will just use a single line of command, or the LS Post framework which requires a module. So with that in mind, let's get started. These are the screenshot. On the left you could see it's the normal UI, on the right we have the new UI of the expressive design from Android 16 build. So this is the first one, this is the second one. Even the toggles have been changed, as you could see, and all of them are now in separate sections over here, as you could see over here. Then the third one is, let me show you that as well. In this again you could see all of them have the new sections. The fourth one is quite a major change. Even the sliding toggles have changed, as you could see they are now very much thin, and the toggles now have a check mark as well, or a cross. Regarding this you could see this image as well. So all the toggles which are now enabled have a check mark and which are not enabled have a cross. In earlier time we just used to have a normal toggle. So with that said, I will now show you how to enable this new UI onto your phone running Android 16 and Android 15 as well. So there exist two methods, using a single line of command and using the LS Post framework. The benefit of this command is it's quite easy to carry out. You just have to use a single line of command and then it will be enabled. But on the flip side, this command does not survive a reboot. So upon a reboot, this theming will be gone and you again have to use the command to re-enable that feature. On the other hand, if you talk about the LS Post framework, then it's quite a lengthy method. You have to flash a module and then get the job done. But on the good side is that it will also work on a reboot, and there have been few news that this method tends to work on Android 15 as well. So you are free to try out this method, but the Termux method might not work on Android 15, although this method has been tried and tested to work on Android 15 by quite a lot of users. So with that in mind, I'll first show you how to get the job done using the ADB command, and then I'll show you how to do so using the LS Post framework. So with that said, please take a backup of all the data on your phone and let's get started. As of now, I'm on the latest Android 16 build, so running the Pixel phone. So first off, you have to obtain root on your phone. I made a separate guide and a video on the same. If your phone is on the Android 12, or if your phone came with Android 12 or older one out of the box, then you have to use the boot file. If your phone came with Android 13 or higher version, then you have to use the init boot file for booting. So flash the file via Magis and flash the file via passboot command. So get that job done, and once the flashing has been done, once you obtain root, let's move ahead with the next step. So now you have to install the Termux app onto your phone. It's recommended to use the app from the F-Droid and not from the Play Store, because on the Play Store the app build is quite an older one and it's not working along the expected lines. So please install the app from F-Droid or the GitHub. You might get this prompt. It's all normal. Just tap on install anyway, and it's now installed. So tap on open, allow, and now first off type in SU. You will get a Magis prompt. So tap on grant. It has now got the Magis request. Now open my guide on your phone, and simply you have to copy paste this command in the Termux window. So from my guide, simply copy this entire command, and we are setting the value of this line to true. As you could see, the flag value is now set to true. Hit enter, and that's it. The theming has now been changed. Let me now show you. So let's first access the settings menu, and this is the new, as you could see, the new revamped settings menu over here. Apart from that, let's access each of these options as well. First off, let's try to access the sound and vibration, or let's say the alarm vibrations, and as you could see, these are the new haptics and new themes, the new UI for the slider as well. Apart from that, even the check marks have all been changed. If I access the USB debugging over here, let me access that, and you could see all of these toggles have also been changed over here. As you could see, if you turn off these toggles, it has now a check mark, and when you turn them off, it has a cross sign. So it's all changed now as well, and each of these are now in their separate sections. As you could see over here, they have their own sections now. All of these menu, let's go to over here. As you could see, all of them have their own connection and devices, the sound and vibration also. They have their own toggles as well and separate sections as well. Display and touch, you could see they are now placed in their own section, as opposed to the earlier times when you could see all of them was in a single slot. There was no section whatsoever. So guys, this was the first method of having this job done. Now let me show you how to do so using the LS Force framework, and this method might work in Android 15 as well. So first and foremost, you have to obtain root on your phone, and now you have to install the LS Force framework as well. I have made a guide and a video on the same. Let me show you once again how to do so. So first and foremost, you will have to obtain root, then you have to enable Zygisk in the Magisk. If you are using the kernel SU or Apache, then you have to flash the Zygisk next module to enable Zygisk. In case of Magisk, it's already there in the Magisk app. So go to Magisk, tap on the settings icon and enable the toggle next to Zygisk. And after that, you have to do a restart as well, but we will do a restart at the end. Now you will have to download the LS Force framework. So if you are on Android 15 or 16, then the official Zygisk will not work, the official LS Force will not work. So go to this Jing Matrix, it's a mod fork of the official one, and this will work on Android 15 and as well as on Android 16 as well. So go to the release section and download the one from here. It will work on Android 16 as well. So get hold of this file from here, and now go to the module section. Then tap on install from storage. Choose the LS Force zip file. Tap on OK. It will be now flashed. And once you turned on Zygisk and flash the module, tap on reboot. Moreover, you also need to get the LS Force APK file that is there inside the zip file only. So simply extract the LS Force zip file and you will get a file named manage.apk. This is in fact the LS Force APK file. So extract the APK file from here, and then you will have to install this app onto your phone. So let me show you that as well. As of now, we have flashed the file in the backend. In the front end, we have to install this APK as well to get the LS Force app as well. So once the phone is turned on in the OS, let's wait for a few seconds. As you could see, this is also changed. Now launch the Magisk app and verify that Zygisk is not enabled. Yes, and we also have the LS Force module over here. Now simply extract the APK file from the zip file, and once you have got it, simply install the APK as well. I've already done the extraction, and now we have got the LS Force APK as well. You may now launch it, and as you could see, it's now activated. Now what you have to do now, your next course of action is to download this module, the Material 3 Expressive theme. If you are on Android 16, download this one. If you are on Android 15, then scroll down and download this one. I'm again repeating, the version 1.0 is for only Android 15, and this is for the Android 16 build. So as of now, I'm on Android 16, so I have this APK file onto my phone. Once you've got the APK file, install the APK file as well. Downloads, and just give me a second. Simply install the APK as you do for any other app. This is for Android 16, so I'm tapping on install. Once that is done, you will now get a prompt that the module is not activated. So what you could do now, see, this is the notification that it's not activated. So tap on the notification and you will now be taken inside the module. Let's suppose you don't get any notification, then you will have to manually launch the app, LS Force app. Now go to modules, tap on it, turn on the toggle next to it, and now make sure that all of the recommended apps are now checkmarked. As you could see, they are now checkmarked. Once that is done, you will have to do a restart as well. So let's do a restart from the Magisk app itself, and upon a restart, the module will be enabled and we will then have the new theme from here as well. The biggest advantage of this is that it survives all the reboot, whereas in case of ADB command, it does not survive any reboot. So with that said, upon this reboot, the mod will be activated, and then you could easily use it without any issue whatsoever. So let me show you. It will take just a few more seconds for the phone to boot up, and after that we could then verify the result as well. And with this, we are now inside the OS. So let's now verify. First off, Let me see the settings menu, and as you could see, it's now enabled. All of them are now themed USB debugging, and all of them has their own separate toggles now. As you could see, the vibration and haptics also. So vibration and haptics, and you could see all of them are now themed. So guys, apart from that, you might ask that what all will be themed. So all of these, the settings, system UI, permission control, health connect app, the repair mode, device diagnostic, and all the other apps that uses the COM Android settings LIB, whose value we have just changed. So as I've told you, this file value we have just changed. We opened the file and changed the value of the expressive design enabled to true using the LS Post and Termux app. So all of those third-party apps or apps which uses this file will be themed. So can you theme any other third-party app? For example, if you launch the LS Post app, then you could see one thing that, let me show you over here. All the apps are shown here. So are all the apps themed as well? So simply having a check mark next to this app will theme it? No, that will not be the case. You will only be able to theme those apps which uses the COM Android setting LIB file, and as of now I cannot find a single third-party app that uses this file. So for now, none of the third-party apps will work. Only the app, the system app which has shown here as recommended will only work. You may try to check mark this app and do a system UI restart, but they will not work. I have tried that out. So only the apps which will use this file will work, and as of now there is no third-party app in my knowledge that uses this file. So the third-party app will not be themed as of now while having this video recorded. So apart from that, can you enable in third Android 15 as well? Yes, I have shown you already on how to get this job done. You have to be an Android QPR2. So if you are on this build, then simply install the first version of this theme. As I've shown you, is the version 1.0, which is this one, the version 1.0. You have to install this theme, and Android 16 for it is this theme. So it might work on Android 15. I haven't tried it out, but many have said that it tends to work. So guys, on that note, we round up this video. Just to recall, the ADB command via Termux is quite a short and easy way, but it does not survive a reboot. On the other hand, the LS Post is quite a lengthy approach, but it does survive a reboot. So the choice is all yours. Routing is required in both of these approaches. Moreover, all of these files are not themed, and the apps which use this file is also get themed. But for now, there is no third-party app which will be themed. Even if you check mark the apps in LS Post, the app will not get themed. And for now, if you are on Android 15 QPR2, you can use the LS Post approach to theme your phone as well. But for Android 15, the Termux app might not work. You may try it out, but there are chances that it might not work. So guys, on that note, we round up this video. If you have any query with regard to any of the steps, do let me know in the comment section. And thanks a lot for watching.